Hi everyone, and welcome back to SunBurst Tarot, where today I wanted to take a look at a conspiracy theory. And this conspiracy theory is one that's kind of known, not known, and it is about the theory of, did Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll, did he fake his death to get out of all of the shit apparent essentially that he was going through in his public life and just wanting to get away from it all and start anew? So I came across this story quite a while ago, a couple of years ago on Facebook. It's like, oh, we had like this allegation that like Elvis Presley, yada yada yada. He was apparently good friends with the president at the time. I can't remember which one. Let me know in the comments down below. But otherwise, and like they helped like fake his own death so he could start anew and away from the public life. So I wanted to take a look. Is this conspiracy theory got some weight to it, or did Elvis pass as he was as he had a heart attack while going to the bathroom? So without further ado, let's look into it. So, just a quick reminder, all things that I'm going to be sharing here today are all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Everything stated is really just my opinion, not a fact. So, please take the information that I'm using or kind of providing, or my thoughts, takes from what I'm getting from tarot. If you want to use this to help form your own thoughts, opinions, and ideas, please do so. If you don't have to. So, with that little spiel out of the way, we can get into, did Elvis Presley fake his own death? So, just a quick thing, like antecedents. Like my grandma was a huge fan of Elvis growing up. So I keep thinking of her and how she was like, oh my goodness, she was like fangirling over him, and everything. So like it just brings like a smile to my face. Like when I think about Elvis, I think about her. So just a little quick antecedent for me is like why this reading is kind of a little bit interesting as well, and kind of like getting all that historical context and a little bit of a personal connection with me with my grandma. So, okay, let's look at the situation. So we have the Hierophant reversed as like kind of like situated in this whole, did Elvis die or fake his own death? So here with the Hierophant reversed, interesting. It's like, so we aren't, it's like we're not following through. The commitment fell through. We're not committed to this. But the other part of it too is that like when I see the Hierophant also for me, like I see it as the big person on top, the elite, the big man on top calling all the shots, big corporations, big multimedia things and stuff. So this is really interesting here. Because like Elvis was like essentially the king of rock and roll. It's what he's been coined as. That's the term. Also, I apologize if I ever say or like things go down like a really weird path. Because like I can already feel like myself like get like wavering, and I'm not sure what this is all like kind of coming to. But like I don't know why, but I keep getting drawn to like Johnny Cash and his kind of like weird, wild ass journey through not just his music career, but then his acting career, his personal and public life. And I'm not sure why I'm getting drawn to that and all the scandals that are kind of like associated with him. So just want to kind of put that out there as just like an initial, a connection that I'm feeling, which is odd to me. But at the same time, let's just keep her going with the Hierophant. So this is also for me as like we're trying to change or misdirect. I don't know if it's misdirection quite yet, but let's just pull some more cards. So influences, the home, the Four of Wands. I'm gonna move this up so you can see all the cards. So marriage. So Four of Wands is known as a marriage card, celebration, joyous occasions. That's like the influence on this whole decision. So interesting. Financial influences, give and take, was an equal give and take exchange. Hopes and fears. Queen of Swords reversed. We're taking things too far, like we're shutting off emotionally. we're misdirecting, or we're saying one thing and doing another. Okay, outside obstacles. Queen of Pentacles reversed. There's a loss of finances somewhere. The challenge here is moving forward at a slow and steady pace. What was going for them is no love, or relationships were broken. Whether this is a romantic relationship, but in this case, it's like feeling like there's like a giant, it's like two forces are coming together and there's like a ton of friction is what it's really feeling like. And that friction has kind of led to this decision. In the past, the High Priestess, intuition, the truth. Truth is setting us free here. In the future, Nine of Cups, we're feeling emotionally happy, fulfilled. Yes, we have the treasure chest of all of the full things here, but we don't, but like we're also free to express ourselves. I'm gonna pull some other cards here. I'm just gonna move that over. Okay. What the heck, y'all? There's the Fool. We're being serious about this. Nine of Wands, defending ourselves. The Five of Cups. What made us happy in the past, we'll watch it all get pouring down the drain, but we remember we still have this little bit down this way. And then the Page of Wands, misguided aggressions. Remember, all alleged for entertainment purposes only, but just seeing everything here, did Elvis, the person we know as Elvis Presley, I think move on to have a different life after his supposed passing? Yes, in my opinion. The reason why I'm saying that is a little bit more in depth here. So, in my opinion here, there's definitely a relationship of something, whether this is issues with family or people that he's close with, whether this is managers or a wife or a brother or sister or a significant relationship or significant relationships, whether this is they're married or they have a romantic connection or if it's just a business partnership, like they were strained. It was strained, it wasn't good, and this is kind of what led to the catalyst of like, I can get away with this because I'm not, like, I don't have strong connections with people. Like, everything's really strained. Nothing needs to stay. And looking at it here, it's like, the influence here seems to be the family, the marriage. I'm wondering, or even just like celebrations. Financial is like, this has been an equal give and take. So it's like, I give you something, you give me something back. The Queen of Swords being like, well, we have to misdirect people. We have to say one thing but do another thing. And that's kind of the hopes and fears. Like, can we pull this off? Can we pull off essentially this manipulation? Is what I'm saying. But here in the end, it's like we're able to express ourselves physically and emotionally, but still have some finances attached to us because like you're still getting away with it. So I have a few questions for people, and forgive me if I don't know everything. And please put things down in the comments. But like, was there allegations of cheating or of like from someone in the relationship that he was in? Because I believe he was married, right? Priscilla Presley ? Or was that his daughter? I don't know. I just know that's one of the Presleys. And I'm just looking at it here. It's like, did someone cheat? Was there like a strained relationship where it's like, I want to leave this whole thing behind, but like divorce wasn't an option? Because it feels like divorce wasn't an option, or it's like if I divorce, like, because here the Hierophant can also mean divorce. Divorce or breaking of a commitment. So was there at like the center of all of this like a divorce that wanted to go down? And like we couldn't do the divorce because it would be like assets or money wouldn't be like done well or equally, or the fair shares wouldn't have been done because of like asset management or assets needing to be split or this, that, and the other thing. And like one person is like, I want to do this. I want to, we'll give a good an equal give and take. But someone was like, I want to be kind of greedy and get most of it for myself. And like, well, how do I get myself at the end of it all with more material, more resources, but without all of the headaches? And I think, what's the word I want to use here? Not just headaches, but but with reputation still intact. So, and it's like we're very serious about this. We want to be defensive about what we have. I don't want other people coming in and snooping. I mean, I'm willing to lose some things, but I'll keep like the small portion of what I have. And but then with the misguided aggressions here, it's like things didn't go exactly how we wanted them to because the decision was made with the Two of Swords, and now we have to move forward with whatever decision we had to have made. Interesting. This feels like it was like, I don't know if they were like in the middle of a divorce or if there's alimony payments. Like I said, I wasn't alive during this time. I have family members who are much older than I am, who were, but super interesting because it's like, well, because I'm not seeing the death card here. I'm not seeing death. I'm not seeing a passing. I'm seeing more of like I'm trying to reimagine, or I'm breaking of a commitment, or I'm breaking of a trust or a bond or a contract, and I'm moving on with my life, and I'm not taking those burdens that I had with me to wherever I'm going next. So, okay. So next I want to kind of look at here then. Okay, so let's just theoretically be like, okay, so Elvis Presley, we don't think passed on. Can we look, I want to then look into what is his relationship with, I think he was married at the time, if I'm not mistaken, and they had a daughter. I think. I'm like 99, I'm not even 90, I'm like 75% certain that was a thing. So, okay, let's just take a look here. So what was going on between Elvis and his, I think, wife or ex-wife at the time? I'm not 100% certain if he was married at this point or if he had already divorced or something. So let's look at Elvis. That's the Lover's card up, right? The other person, or I think his wife or ex-wife, the energy in between the two of them. Okay. So, so, all alleged for entertainment purposes only. So what I'm seeing here, so we have the Fool card in between the two of them. Let's just start there. So their relationship feels loosey-goosey is what it feels like. Freeing energy, freeing energetically. When I see the Fool card here, like the first thing that comes to my mind is like, was this like an open, if they were married? They were still married at the time. I should have looked this up. I really should have. But if they were married, it feels like this was like an open relationship sort of type dealio thing, maybe of a bob going on. Reason why I say that. Elvis over here, he's the Lovers. Feels like he's got another person on the side. All alleged for entertainment purposes only. My opinions, not fact. So it feels like he's got another person on the side, if he does. Because like with this relationship, it's like, because like with his wife, ex-wife, I'm not 100% certain. I just think, I know he was married at one point. But she's a Six of Wands reversed. Embarrassment. Prideful. It's like her pride's been hurt. She's got a bruised ego is what it really feels like here. And like with him being with the Lovers upright, he's like living in his own happy land, fantasy world, happy land. He's like, I got he's very content with this, whatever they have within their relationship. Because I think he's got someone on the side, but she's like embarrassed. She's like, I can't keep my man, like my man's not here. And like I said, and it's just like an embarrassment, it feels like, to her. With the Fool in between the two of them, it feels like it's just an open relationship. They both know what's going on, and they're still staying with it. Yeah, because there he is. He's in love. They have long-lasting memories, and she's like, I want the divorce. Oh, that. Oh. So yeah, it feels like she wants the divorce. The Justice card reverse. Like, I want to end this, and I want to end it in any way possible. Because he's happy and being able to get away with things and not get found out, but now things have been found out. Oh, yep, and she just wants things to... She wants her money. She wants to reveal all this shit that he's been doing, and get her cake and eat it too here at the end. Aha! I mean, I see why. And now, okay, hard work. The Emperor. Yep, she's going after what she wants. All of his hard work, his effort, his money, his success, what he's done to help build himself up. The Emperor in between the two of them feels like there's a struggle for control a little bit. There he is walking away. She wants this divorce. He just wants to walk away from this all. There's the Death. The Queen of Cups reversed. Now she's got burdens to carry. Seven of Wands, the Four of Pentacles. I'm going to pull one more here. Sorry. Okay. In the end, she got all the money, and she kept her reputation, I think, for the most part. Yes, in the end, she got the bag. She got her money. She was able to continue this legacy. Yes, there were burdens that came with his supposed passing and everything, but like with the Ten of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and even with the Four of Swords reversed, like, she was able to get what she wanted out in the end. She was maintaining her reputation. She's able to maintain her money, her legacy, and everything that came with that Presley name, and she didn't really have to worry too much about it. Over here with Elvis, so he had to make a decision that he couldn't come back from. Here's the Death card. So, do I think he died? No. I think there was a rebirth, a new cycle of him that came out. But and it was a decision he couldn't come back from. It was a decision that he made, and it's like, I need to do this to make sure that I keep my peace of mind. He had to defend himself a lot, it feels like, in this situation. And then with the Hermit here, there was isolation from each other, because he was also showing up. He made the decision, but then he ended up being happy. He had the family. He was able to complete one cycle to now move into a happier relationship, whatever that was. With the Seven of Cups here and the Hermit and then the Seven of Wands, it's like, okay, I'm defending myself. So they had to defend each other from this whole thing. The Seven of Cups, it's like, we don't have a lot of options available to us to kind of do it, but like, someone's got to keep hidden here. Five of Pentacles, we're opening up the purse strings for things. It was just a bad business deal, but in the end, they were able to kind of pull it all off. I don't think it was mass media manipulation of some way, shape, or form, it feels like, in my opinion. Lots of discourse. Do I think Priscilla knew that he actually didn't die? No. I think this is all him kind of doing some manipulation here to kind of keep things together. Yeah, because yeah. And then afterwards, he got what he wanted. Not after having to pay his dues, but Priscilla or his ex-wife was able to maintain money and stuff like that, even though that this whole thing kind of just blew up. Yeah. In the end, I think he was happy. Like, he ended up having what he wanted. Okay. He ended up getting what he wanted. Do I think Priscilla knew that he ended up surviving? No. Priscilla. Why do I keep saying that? I think that's his daughter. Please don't come for me. Come for me in the comments if you must, but I don't think that's right, and it keeps coming off my... Okay. So the other thing here now is, so after Elvis's death, we'll just go with that, even though I don't believe that. Let's just keep with it. What happened? Like, what was like I want to see like what we're getting at here. Like, what's other things that we should know after his supposed death and the faking of Destore. Like, so it looks like the reason why is because you just didn't want to deal with a divorce and that reputation of some way, shape, or form. So there's the lovers. This lovers card showed up so many times. Okay, so afterwards, like, the lovers reversed. We falling out of love with each other, but justice has been served. We're being emotionally fulfilled. We're getting our emotional validations. We struck a balance. Okay. So after this whole shit show essentially ended, I'm just gonna try and get everything in frame here really quick. So after this whole thing kind of stopped, or not stopped, but after we got the story with him dying of a heart attack and this, that, and the other thing, and everyone's happy / not happy, and so what it ended up being, it feels like, is that after Elvis's death, I'd say more of a rebirth of his character, which I think he had quite a bit of help with, kind of covering up. We have the Ace of Cups kind of centering the whole thing. So at the center of it, it's like falling out of love, I think, with the fame, with the people, with everything that's kind of came with being a king of rock and roll. This is all about maintaining secrets or things going on behind the scenes, like whether this is a relationship of some way, shape, or form. I think there was a reputation that he was trying to maintain about his own self is really what it's kind of boiling down to. Because I think even within like those divorce proceedings, if that was something that had gone down beforehand, or there were secrets about him that were about to get revealed, it's like it's easier for me to disappear or die than have these things come out about me. Because like with the direct obstacles, it's like the moon card. It's like things are about to get revealed. But what's fair is fair with like resources. So I don't know what sort of allegations, if there were any, about him at this time, yada, yada, yada. But, like, it feels like there was some pretty nasty allegations that were about to be leveled against him. Because even with the hopes and fears here showing up as the Queen of Cups, it's like you want to be seen as this... The word that comes to my mind is pariah, but... like, you want to be seen in a good light, in a good standing. You want your reputation to not be muddied by old things. It's like you want to be known as this kind, caring, giving person who, at the end of the day, has your back, right? Down here with the unseen obstacles, though, it's like there was someone really close to him that kind of betrayed him. Or there was a falling out of love here, and then, like, they were the ones who were spilling things. It's like, you messed up my life, so now I have to come after you, even though things might have been separated. So it's just a falling out of love, and this is a really intense relationship. Whether this is a really close family member, a mom, dad, coworker, it was because with the Two of Cups, that means I always see it as like an intense relationship. A lot of people see it as like romantic love, and I see it like that for a majority of people. But in this case, it feels like this is someone who he was very close with. It feels like fell out of love, and kind of because of like not just the heartbreak, but of the falling out of love with them, or like, I'm not going to protect you anymore because you kind of screwed me over a little bit. because of that, that's kind of what led to, I think, some of these potential allegations that were going to come out against him. The challenge here is maintaining that balance of the dark and the light. So maintaining your good guy perspective and your bad boy perspective, and like which one. So it's like, I think it was going to be really difficult for him to maintain his reputation with a lot of the stuff that was potentially or allegedly going to be coming out. What was going for him though is this Page of Swords reverse, which is a little bit of disorganization on their part. So it's like it was like, I feel like there's timeline issues where it's like things were supposed to come out sooner or later than they were, but sooner than they did, or they were going to. Excuse me. But because of disorganization or people kind of running interference and things being slipped or let out ahead of time, we were able to kind of put together like a cover story or put together something to kind of head off all these allegations before they came out. So interesting there. In the past, we have the Devil card, which, in my opinion, here there was some nasty, like, it's like he crossed the wrong person, and in the future we have the Lovers reversed, which is like, once again, like, this is a soured relationship. Like, he's I don't know if there's like a lawsuit, but like he messed with the wrong person, and in messing with the wrong person, like all of his essential secrets were going to get spilled. With the Devil card in the past, is like, sometimes you got to make a deal with the devil to get what you want in life. And then now you haven't held up your end of the bargain, or you've had a falling out, and now people that know your dirty secrets or that deal with your devil, now we get to expose that because you haven't been playing the game, or you're towing the line too many times, and we need you to get safely back away from that line. And that's what it's kind of feeling like here. I don't want to, yeah, I think I'm going to leave it at that kind of surface level reading for right now. If you guys like this, or if you want me to do a little bit more of a deep dive, because I think if I pull some more cards, I think this is about to get too dark for what I want to do today. So let me know if you guys would like to see maybe like an extended reading on this, delving a little bit more deeply. Otherwise, let me know if there's anyone else in the that you'd like to see me read. Leave that down in the comments below. So that's what I have for you guys today. If you liked this video, please hit the like button. If you guys want to see more content like this, I would highly suggest hitting that subscribe button to let me know you are interested in my content and want to see more like this, as I have new content coming out all the time. So without further ado, thank you so very, very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye!